You asked for it, and today the Button Club is delivering. Stick around because we are going to be unboxing the NACON Daija arcade stick. See you soon. All right, welcome back, Button Club members. I am your host for today's video, ShadowFury. Welcome back to the Button Club. So as we said, today we're gonna be doing another unboxing, but before we get to that, I just wanna say thank you so much to everyone who liked, commented, watched our video. The reception from the last video was absolutely insane. Over 20,000 likes. We're almost at the 400 subscriber mark at the filming of this video, and we had over 500 likes on the video. So from the bottom of my heart and everyone at Button Club, we want to thank you so much for all of your love and attention. So today's video, today's unboxing, we're going to be taking a look at the NACON Daija arcade stick. A wonderful comment was left on our last video, and someone said that they were interested in seeing one of these. So let's go back a little bit, all right? Let's bring it back to CEO weekend. We're all excited to watch the first Street Fighter 6 major competition, and CEO was advertising a discount for all of the Quamba arcade sticks for that weekend. I think it was like a 20% off discount. And since the last video for the Hori Fighting Alpha was doing so well, we figured, well, why not? Let's pick up another arcade stick so we can review and unbox it for the channel. While we were going through all of the options that we could have picked up from Quamba, it was really hard to decide on which stick we thought was best to review when looking at features of the arcade sticks that they had there and price points too, because we purchased these with our own money. We're not sent these sticks to do any type of review as an unboxing for. When it came down to it, we ended up going back in our comments and someone had mentioned, hey, how about the NACON Daija? And it's not a popular stick amongst a lot of fighters. I don't see this very often. And when doing some research on this stick, I found that there was not a lot of people in America that were reviewing this stick or were able to get their hands on this arcade stick. So when we decided to do this, it was a perfect price point. It was $250, and it had all of the features that I was looking for to get out of that price point. So we decided on ordering this. We ordered it through Amazon, and it was about 3 weeks later it came in. It took a little while. So yeah, this was 250 American dollars. And today we just want to unbox it, get the feel for it, and talk about it in all of its glory like we did in our last video. So without any further ado, let's get my buddy Razor Ramon making a return to help us open this. Very, very exciting. We've had this in our apartment for about a week, a little over a week, and I could not sleep at all last night out of pure excitement for being able to do this video and just have a new toy to play with, basically. You know us guys and our toys. Us men, we don't really ever grow up, do we? All right, so this is the first thing I'm greeted by. Arcade stick, officially licensed, PlayStation 4, 5, and PC. So very similar to the last stick that we also unboxed. I was gonna throw it, but I don't wanna be too dramatic today. I think I've already put people through enough dramatic antics for the day. Okay, very cool. It says NACON everywhere. Now, one thing I will say, when looking up this stick on Amazon, the reviews for this stick are not very favorable. I saw a lot of people give it a lower rating, but they were having issues with either the functionality of remapping the buttons, which is an option on here, and a couple of people had just certain things to say about the casing and whatnot. I don't want it to affect my opinions on the arcade stick. I just kind of wanted to know what people were saying, so I had an idea of what also to expect and if I would agree or disagree with what they were claiming their experience was with the arcade stick. Okay, a box within a box within a box. Nice, and this one I'm throwing. All right, club members, here we go. Look at this bad boy. NACON Daija. So one of the reasons why this stick is so cool is because of our friend over here, a French fighting game professional named Cayenne. So she helped NACON design this arcade stick, and this is, I want to say, the second or third iteration of them creating this. There's also Xbox versions, so you can pick that up if that's what you're playing on, since Street Fighter 6 is available on other consoles outside of PlayStation, so thankful for that. All right, here we go. First thing, this stick is very, very heavy. This is already a pretty hefty packaging already. Ooh, look at this, ready? Front camera, ready to fight? I'm ready to fight. You ready? Oh, look at that egg crate. All right, egg crate and plastic. Gentle. I'm gonna put you over there. The other contents that are within the box are also cool features for this arcade stick. So let's get those out and talk about them. A user manual, start guide. So one of the reasons why this is here is because just like our last unboxing, this stick also has programmable button features. So you load it up onto your computer and you can actually switch what buttons do what functionality and things like that. A really cool feature for those of you who care to play that way. This is I think my third stick with this feature, and I've never once touched it. I just keep it pretty standard, okay? More paperwork. A second art template. This is really, really cool. A great feature of this product, so I don't keep saying arcade stick a bunch of times, is that the artwork is interchangeable. And to show that, they've given you some extra artwork here. Reveal your skills as we will in ranked match, baby, and kind of matches the whole aesthetic anyway. Even cooler than that is a blank one. So you can put some stickers on this, maybe draw your own artwork on it, and give it a custom feel for what you're trying to, how you're trying to express yourself within the fighting game community. And lastly, but not least, look at this sticker sheet, complete with, the kanji up top, NACON Daija, their logo, and that's the aesthetic for the entire stick. So now, egg crate's gone. We're getting closer and closer, my friends. Oh, there you are. How lovely. Look at that. Simply beautiful. I'll never get bored of a monochromatic look like this. Very nice. You know, seeing things in person compared to seeing them strictly online, what a difference. Actually seeing it and holding it in your hand. Okay, we got some plastic that needs to be removed here, so we can get rid of that. Protect our buttons and our plexi. You getting that? Look at that, that's a good shot right there. Oh, yeah. It's like undressing it. So here are your, what do we have here? 2, 4, 6, 7 different Allen wrench screws. And when you take these off, you can remove the plexi and change your artwork. What makes that even easier is that these Sanwa 30mm action buttons are recessed within inside of the acrylic plexiglass. So I don't have to remove all of these buttons in order to get the artwork off. It works just like the Mad Catz TE2 Plus, where there's these little plastic rings that go around the Sanwa button, and that's what fills in the gap and allows it to be recessed. So when I want to change the artwork, it's just these Allen bolts, the ball top comes off, and then we're in business. So it saves you a lot of extra steps and a lot of work not having to remove these buttons. Plus, sometimes if you don't have the adequate equipment at home, you end up breaking a button, or maybe you're putting more wear and tear on the wiring that's within the inside of the arcade stick. So I think that just keeps it really, really simple. So that's a really cool feature that they have here. PlayStation button up here so we can sign in. And this is the profile button over here with these lights around the top here that indicate which profile you are on, so that, you know, if you're saying, oh, I'm gonna play some Tekken with this, let me go to profile 3, I'll know what color is indicated by that, and then, you know, switch back to Street Fighter or whatever games you're trying to enjoy with this. These aren't even just for fighting games too. And then a lock switch is also right here for tournament mode, so you will lock out the functionality of these buttons and the buttons on the side here, so you're not accidentally pressing something, hitting start button in the middle of a round and getting disqualified from your match. So that's similar features that we've seen on previous sticks, and I think within this price point, which again $250, is everything that we should be expecting. Next, we have more function buttons here on the side, if you want to go, yeah. So what should be noted here is we've got the touchpad button, so we can reset in training mode, you know, just to reset the settings there. We also have a toggle switch over here for PlayStation 4, 5, and PC. And then a switch over here to dictate what the joystick will be controlling, left stick, right stick, or directional pad. We have our options button over here, we have our share button, or vice versa, and then L3 and R3, so if you're playing on PC, which this has the capability of doing, not all the time is the touchpad automatically set to reset your training mode settings, so having those buttons are key. I would say it probably comes down to a personal preference, whether or not you like having those features on the side, out of the way, keeps for a cleaner look up here, or you'd rather be able to see everything that is an option for you without going, which button am I hitting again? And you're turning it to the side to use those functions. On top of having our crispy Sanwa 30mm buttons, we also have a Sanwa JLF arcade stick in here. This is the industry standard when it comes to Japanese arcade parts, and is pretty much what everyone wants to use. So unlike the Hori Fight Stick Alpha that we unboxed a few weeks ago, which had Hori's proprietary parts on it, the Hayabusa buttons and stick, some people are iffy on those parts. That's all personal preference, but this is already coming with top of the line, arcade quality, competition ready parts. So awesome. Another thing to be noted is that on top of here, the L1, R1, triangle, square, all the labels for the buttons are printed on the plexi and not on the artwork underneath. So no matter what you choose to put here for artwork, those pieces will stay there, so you're never like, oh man, which button am I hitting? I find it really interesting at our Button Club weeklies when people play mostly on PC, or depending on what they actually play on at home, when I say, oh, you know, press square or press triangle to set the, you know, whatever we're trying to do, they're like, wait, which button? And I end up having to tell them, press light punch. Oh, you want to accept that? Press light kick, to talk more in terms so that everyone understands, because they're all playing the same game. Another thing to note about this is that this is called the Vuelix layout. So to constantly bring back our last unboxing, the Hori Fighting Stick Alpha has a noir layout. So the buttons are actually a little more further away in the other layout, where here the buttons are a lot closer to the arcade stick, and they go 3 straight across up here, and the first 2 dip. On the noir layout, it has like an arched rainbow feel, and there's more of a gap between the stick and the buttons. None of that means anything other than personal preference, and for the most part, I don't even really care which one I'm playing on. I don't think one is better than the other. We'll leave that up to you. That could be a deciding factor on why you want to get this stick or not. Officially licensed PlayStation logo over here, and also there is right here the headphone jack, so you can just plug in your wired headphones and be able to get into the game when you're at home. Another cool feature is this like wrist rest part over here. So this is textured, and it's not like soft like rubber, it feels like a plastic. I guess that's probably just to help, you know, what's touching the arcade stick is not going to, you know, dirty up your plexi and your artwork with sweaty hands. Of course, we're all in the heat of the moment trying to play our competitive games. So this is actually creates a nice space to be able to move compared to the grip, if you can hear that, you know, we all know that Plexi has. So I think that that's a really cool feature, and it just adds a little touch of black to the hard white aesthetic. And that same pattern is featured on the sides here to give you a little bit extra grip when you go to pick it up off of your lap and move it around. We have a really nice large area of the non-slip padding here on the bottom, which basically covers most of the surface. It pretty much starts to bend right here, so you really wouldn't need it past that. So, and it's soft enough, it's got a little bit of give, but it's not just rubber. It's got a little bit of cushion on it too, for a heavy stick to be playing on your lap for all these hours. And now one of the last features of this arcade stick to pick up is on the side here, you get to see this button. Yeah, that guy right there. There's another one located on this side. And that is how, ladies and gentlemen, this is my first time, so let's see how this goes. Ready? Oh yeah. Like popping the trunk, baby. So this arcade stick has, look at that, the clamshell or briefcase feature to it also, so you can open it up, work on everything on the inside. You want to change your gate, your actuator, some buttons, you need to do something. This is the best way to do it. You know, other arcade sticks can have a number of screws on the back, but this is just the click of two buttons and you're in gear. Now, one of the things I did see about people complaining about this stick was there was plastic hinges and that it does a little bit of this, a little wobbling. If you want to compare this to the Razer Panthera, that has like a hydraulic press in it that opens up and it takes a little more effort to close, where this kind of just wants to stay closed. And that was actually kind of satisfying to close that again. Let's look. Yeah. Oh, we're done. You actually got to put a little bit of pressure on that to do it. Pretty cool. So some of the other features that are also available because we're opening this up comes with this little guy right here, a tiny little Allen wrench. This is what's going to help you change all of your artwork screws, and you can have that with you at all times. Very similar to the Mad Catz TEs back in the day. And then this funny little coin right here is used to, you know, change the ball top if we want. And now we can take our ball top off and change it to whatever we want. Or we have the option, because NACON thought of everything, they've given us here this bat top. So if you're a Tekken player or an old school American arcade kind of person, you want to put your bat top on so it feels like what you grew up playing, you can do that quickly and then lock it down with the tool. And boom, you're in gear. Now you're playing bat top style for your Korean backdashes and all that business. But I personally, it feels nice. I'm a freak. Sometimes I like to go back and forth and it's 2 in the morning, I'm bored. I'm like, I wonder what that would be like if we switched that out. So, you know me, I might even go back and forth between that myself. All right, let's get this ball top back on, because that's how I want it looking for now. And that's it, boom, perfect. Like Guile says in those booms, perfect. Also, what should be industry standard but isn't is this right here. This comes with a 3-meter long braided cable. Braided cables are a much higher quality than the regular rubber coated cables that we see on other arcade sticks. These are a lot more durable, and when you unwind them, I feel like they hold their shape better rather than holding on to the shape that they did when they were all bunched up and coiled up. And I know players that don't even like returning their cable to this state because they feel like they're just crunching in on those wires and they're going to get it stuck like that, and then it looks like a big zigzag as it's going from your your controller to the system. Another awesome feature about this, well, that is kind of rigid. Wow, it's brand new also. So another cool feature, and I wish this was standard amongst all, is this bit right here. This, my friends, is USB C, okay? No proprietary connector style, no 5-prong, screw on, this and that. I don't even have to look at this thing when I want to plug it in to know which direction my cable is in, because we just look for it right here. Where are you? Bang, there it is. We are plugged in. You want to see that again? I know you do. Ready? USB-C port. Where are you? Bang, USB-C in. What's also great about this is I don't have to go through NACON if I want to replace this cable. I can basically find something like this on Amazon if I want, maybe with other features or a different braided color or whatever. I think that's a really important feature for this arcade stick to have, because back in the day when the Mad Catses would short out, or regular wear and tear, it was almost impossible to get another one from Mad Catz or from Razer, where this guy is coming complete already with it and is easily replaced. I like it. I like the look of it. I like the feel. It's more impressive in person, for sure. I will say that. It's a lot more impressive in person. And I can't wait to play on it. Is that what we're gonna do next? We gonna play some games on this thing? Producer? Oh yeah, let's go. Stick around, because we're gonna plug this bad Larry in and see how it performs. All right, here we are. We have the PlayStation 5 set up, a monitor, and our new NACON Daija plugged in, ready to play. So let's see how this goes, our first impressions of everything. We got Guile here in the training mode. I will say you might see a little bit of screen tearing, only because this isn't the monitor that I normally use. It's a 60 hertz monitor, and what we use at home is 144 hertz. So if you're seeing that, that's why, okay? But here's our boy. Ah, yeah. Oh, that feels sharp. Yeah, I like that. Let's do, yeah, let me show you guys the big punish combo I've been working on with our boy here. Yeah, first shot with our boy Guile, the flat top king. Look at that damage. Damn, he didn't know what was hitting him. Oh, let's take, all right, see, I'm already getting used to the function buttons on the side there. Very nice. Let's try a different one here. Oh, dropped it. Oh, almost. Yeah, it feels really awesome. Snappy. Oh, let's try that one again. Ready? Yeah. Get the taunt in there. Yeah, you tell him, Guile. The crouch one? No, just grab. What else? Let's maybe change up the character here. We've been trying to learn some Ken. Let's see how good our Ken does. All right, let's get some Ken in here. Yeah, man, this feels great. It's doing everything I'm asking it to do. A nice fresh Sanwa JLF. You really can't beat how that feels. The snappy Sanwa buttons. And I don't really feel like I'm playing on anything too different. You know, this feels pretty standard. You know, like because of the parts being Sanwa, and that's generally what's used everywhere, that part feels really comfortable. I'll say that the size and height of this arcade stick feels really good. And I really like this wrist rest over here. This feels so much nice for movement. And I'm not sticking to the plexiglass. Yeah, I like it. Level 3, let's go. Yeah, I mean, it's working good, and Like I said before, the main control features being on the side, it's, you know, the toggle switch you're not going to mess with. The touchpad is directly in the middle, so when you want to reset, it's right there. You can feel the difference in the pattern between the touchpad and the like the scale pattern that's on the rest of it. And then other than that, it's just, you know, I got to look to see which I'll get. That's the start, which is up top. Shares at the bottom. L3 and R3 don't really matter in this mode right now. Yeah, it feels good. So I saw people have issues, like I said, on Amazon with the controls like not being set right or something, but I'm not really feeling any of that. Everything feels really responsive. You can see everything coming through. On the left there is all my inputs and stuff. Yeah, no, it feels good. I'm definitely gonna be using this in the house for my online matches, and I'll probably even bring it to tournaments so people can see it and go, oh wow, I've never seen one of these in person, because like I said, they're just so rare. I've never seen one at my tournaments or anything, and I'm starting to see a lot of the Hori Fight Stick Alpha that we used in the last video, so what else can you say about it? Like I was saying before, it's doing everything it's supposed to. Sanwa parts, a great chassis to hold all of that together, good portability, good weight, USB-C. Yeah, I'm really in love with the look and the feel of this NACON Daija arcade stick. It's gonna become, I think, our new tournament favorite. We're gonna put some miles on it, and if this video gets enough love and attention, we can do a full-on review of it also, and I can tell you guys exactly what I thought after using it for a long period of time. Thank you again so much for tuning in on this video. Thank you so much for showing our last video so much love. Thank you to my wife for all of her love and support. Thank you to my brother Kevin. Everyone rants and raves about the production value of these videos, and that is completely impossible without the help of my brother. So thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And don't forget to keep pressing them buttons. I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks so much.
Perfect.